Oh my god, the colour difference is laughable. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So I thought I would start the video with just kind of my bare face, so you can watch the whole process as it happens and there's no kind of spoiler besides the thumbnail. But anyway, welcome back to my channel. If you are new, then hello. Definitely make sure to hit that subscribe button if you're liking my multi-tonal body already. But today I kind of wanted to take it back to like the old school glam days. I feel like that's what's missing at the moment. YouTube is going like so fast and 100 miles an hour and everyone's doing so many different things. I miss the makeup tutorials that are just like full-blown glitter glam. Those are the kind of videos that I love to watch. So yes, today we are kind of doing a rose gold glam. As I said, I feel like as it's summer and like rose gold glam looks in general, I feel like looks so good on everyone, on any skin tone, and they're definitely a go-to look for me in the warmer months. I'm not really sure why. I feel like it's just kind of that whole like golden goddess vibe that everyone loves. But yes, without me rambling on, let's get started. I'm also going to be using a lot of kind of like new-ish products that you guys have asked me to try that I've received recently. So yeah, let's see how this goes. So sorry if you can hear kind of like a little background noise. I've got my fan on because it is way too hot to be doing anything without a fan, and realistically if you want me and this makeup to last throughout the whole video, I'm gonna have to have it on. So when I watch this back I'll see how annoying it is, but please do bear with me. But to begin with, I'm gonna be a total Instagram makeup biatch and use the Fasali Unicorn Essence and Makeup kind of oil skin, actually it says skin enhancing antioxidant serum. So my skin is feeling super dry at the moment, so I've been loving using kind of like oils underneath my makeup, and this one is definitely more of like the serum. Also smells absolutely incredible like vanilla. But yeah, I've just been loving the oils at the moment. But yeah, these are the ones that you see all over Instagram of people being like, oh, as soon as they like start their like Instagram too. No shade if that's you, but I'm just saying this is where you might recognize them from, and it's actually a really good product. Don't just think that they're doing it for the views. Like, it is actually really good. I love the way that my makeup sits on top of this. Like, I feel like it gives a really nice base underneath my like skin makeup, and today we are kind of going for that like luminous bronzy look. So everything that I'm using has got a radiance to it. Speaking of which, for primer I'm going to take the NARS Radiant Primer, and mine is like used and abused. I'm not even kidding. I love this stuff. It's so hydrating on my skin, I'm not even kidding, and it gives a really gorgeous glow. And then I love a primer where you can feel a slight tap to it like afterwards, because then I know that my makeup is really gonna cling to it and hopefully last all day. And I always like to apply my skincare with a brush, and you guys know I always use the Real Techniques multi-task face brush to do so. So for foundation today, I did want kind of like a fuller coverage, so I'm gonna be mixing these two shades of the NYX Total Control Drop Foundation. You barely need any of this, and the two shades that I'm mixing together are Caramel and True Beige. As you can see, my body is a lot darker than my face, so my foundation will need to be slightly darker for me to be able to match that, so I don't look like a total idiot. So what I like to do is just kind of 2 drops of that one, and that's True Beige, and then kind of like a big drop in the middle of Caramel, and then take my beauty blender and just kind of mix it all together on my face and blend it out. We are doing our or part of our skin first, just because I want this to be like a rounded and blown out kind of look. Just because, one, that is like my favourite look to do, as I'm sure you guys are aware, but also I feel like it's like the easier look to do, and I did kind of want to keep this like easy to show you that you can get proper glam without putting too much effort in, if you know what I mean. And plus, when it's like the hotter months, I really can't be asked to be sat here for hours and hours and hours on end trying to perfect a wing or anything like that. And if you guys saw my like most recent video, oh my god, alright, I'll just rip my hoop out. I can't remember if I actually said it or if I just like thought about saying it, but I really just don't like winged eyeliner on me anymore. I don't know what it is, just I feel like other makeup suits me better, especially more of like a blown out look. I think it's just quicker for me, easier for me, and actually just looks better. So that's kind of why I do it all the time. I think I'm just going to take both earrings out while I'm doing this so I don't look totally wacko. Moving on to concealer, I'm going to take the Nip and Fab concealer in the shade 05. Now, loads of you have been asking me to like try the Nip and Fab makeup, and I swatched this on my hand and it looked like such a full coverage, and the kind of packaging of it as well as the consistency. It really reminds me of the, is it the LA Girl, like Pro Conceal? And I really love that concealer, so I thought I would give this one a go. And I did kind of want a slightly like brighter under eye, so I'm going for quite like a lighter shade. But I'd like to take up on the sides of my nose to kind of give myself the appearance of a thinner nose, just in like all the usual places. And then I'm just going to take the same beauty blender and blend that out. Hoping it's not, oh god, this might be quite bright. But I always, like I said, take it up onto my eyes so that I could give them a little bit of prime. But no, that's a really, like, I mean, I haven't seen how it wears throughout the day, but I feel like that's a really nice coverage. I think you can get Nip and Fab makeup at Superdrug or Boots or one or the other. I've left the link to it down below, so it's definitely one of them. I have tried their contour kit as well, and I really liked that. I just haven't tried any of their cream products, you know? But so far, I'm loving it. Now that it's all blended out, I'm just going to go ahead and apply the Rimmel Duo Contour Stick in the shade Dark as my cream contour. Now, these look kind of really similar to me to like Kim Kardashian ones that she's just brought out. And I really wanted to buy the Kim ones when she restocked them and do like a video like comparing them, being like, do you really need to buy the Kim ones? Because like these ones are just as good. I freaking love this. So if she restocks again, I'll 100% do that if you guys want to. So give this video a thumbs up if you're kind of interested in that video, because there's been so much hype about them, but why pay for all the like tax and shipping and stuff if you could just get it from Rimmel? Do you know what I mean? So I'm just gonna apply this to all the places I kind of want to warm up and like contour slightly. And then I'm just going to take a Duo fibre brush. Actually, first of all, I'm just going to take a little bit of Fix Plus and spray that all over my face and just let it dry for a little bit. I find that way it kind of helps me blend everything in. And actually, a lot of people ask like how my makeup stays on and doesn't crease and like looks really, I don't know, I don't want to say my makeup, my skin makeup just looks really, yeah, not like creased or anything. And I do think it's because I spray my face with Fix Plus like every step of the way. But yeah, I'm just gonna blend this in. I just love a cream like contour or bronze. I think it looks so natural. Just carve out that jaw, honey. Okay, now I'm gonna set my under eyes and like define my contour with powder. This is obviously the Laura Mercier Translucent Setting Powder, my ride or die. And this, I'll stop right here. And this brush, by the way, is the Sigma Spotlight Duster. Basically just putting this on all the places that I just applied with concealer, and then just underneath my contour there. And then with the remainder of what's on the brush, I always just kind of dust that on my forehead to make sure that is all set in place. But I am actually just going to leave this here because, like I said earlier, I want to use glitter and pigments and stuff, and with them sometimes you can get a little bit of fallout. So just keeping that there is, one, going to brighten up your concealer and set it all in place for a little while, and two, when or if any glitter and stuff falls out, you can just wipe it away and it's not going to ruin your skin makeup. So I am going to go ahead and do one eye off camera just because I'm going to have a little play around, and then I'll be back and I'll include like my eyebrow and everything, but just all on this side. Okay, we are back and one eye is done. This is why I miss the old school glam days. This is like my favorite kind of makeup to do. The fun of makeup, like, because literally, like, look at the difference right now. Anyway, so to show you how I got this, to do my brows, I'm going to take the Benefit Precisely My Brow Pencil in the shade number 3. And I'm just going to use this to kind of do like the front of my brow. I always just like to trace the bottom and like the arch, and then I just like to map out the tail, and then like just brush through, and then just kind of go with like the direction of the way your hairs naturally go, and just kind of feather it out. I do always like to take something just slightly darker through the ends of my brow just to add like a bit more pigmentation and a bit more color, and so there is kind of like a gradient going on. Then I am going to go in with the Benefit Gimme Brow in the shade 1. You guys know I love a slightly lighter brow gel through my brows, so I just like to go ahead and set it all in place with that. And then I'm just going to sculpt out underneath my eyebrow with the Matte Studio Finish Concealer in the shade NC15. Yay! So with brow done, I can now move on to the eyeshadow. So we are going to be using the Urban Decay Naked Heat, and I'm going to be taking the shade Sourced as our initial transition colour. Now my favourite brush of all time is a MAC 224. And I have seen a lot of requests recently for like a must-have brushes video, or maybe just like a starter pack, like makeup brushes that you need video. So again, let me know if that is also something that you want to see, and I can do that for you. But I did kind of do like that half cut crease look, and I feel like that looks the most effective when you're quite heavy with your eyeshadow, because then you literally like carve it away. So I am going back and forth with this eyeshadow and like making sure I've got just as much pigment on like the inner and the outer corner. Then I'm going to take this Ready Brick colour here called He Devil, and I'm taking this on a Zoeva 227. It's literally like the MAC 217, or I'm sure there's like a Morphe dupe of this as well. That kind of classic, slightly smaller crease blending brush. I feel like everyone needs one of these. Then I always go back in and just make sure that it's buffed away. Excellent. Right, now moving on, I'm going to take a 231, which is a Luxe Petite Crease brush from Zoeva as well. I'm going to take this shade here, which is called Cayenne. So just getting darker and darker, and just concentrating this mainly on the outermost part. But I'm obviously going to be taking it back and forth in the crease because I still want the colour to be visible when I cut the crease. I've got to stop doing an Australian accent. I don't know why I keep doing it. Everything, it just sounds better in an Australian accent, don't you think? And then you throw your brush on the floor. But that's all I think I'm going to have for the crease colours. I didn't want it to be like too dark. But now I'm going to go ahead and take the same concealer that we used to sculpt out our eyebrows. And I'm going to take this. This is a MAC 135 brush, which is basically just one of those like orange haired cream product brushes. And I'm going to use this to cut my crease. So I'm just going to be like applying it directly onto my lid, and then using the kind of tapered side of it just to cut my crease. I love this technique because I feel like if you have hooded eyes, you feel very restricted in what makeup you can do, and doing this actually almost allows you to kind of create your own crease and your own lid space. So I'm just kind of taking it just over halfway, and then I just like to take my finger and just kind of diffuse that a little bit like into the crease colors. And for the lid, I'm going to take this gorgeous pigment from Peaches Makeup. It is in the shade Luxe. It's more of like the paler rose gold, but then I am going to go on with like my favorite rose gold glitter on top, as you can see. I'm just going to be taking a MAC 242, which again is one of my favorite brushes of all time, and the kind of wetness of the concealer is going to add as like an adhesive for this pigment. So I'm literally just going to pack it on. This pigment isn't like meant to be super light color. It's almost just like a reflex of pink, but I really kind of liked that. I wanted the lid to kind of be a more of a softer rose gold vibe, but no, I just like to packing this on because this is going to be like our base color for when we put the glitter on top. But once we've done that, I'm going to go ahead and take a little bit of that He Devil color again, which was the second transition color, and just kind of buff back and forth on that kind of line so it diffuses together like so. And now I'm going to take a little bit of NYX glitter glue and apply that just on top of that pigment, and then we're going to be using this. This is from OCC. It is their glitter in the color beige. Freaking favorite rose gold glitter of all time. I don't really know why I just said frickin'. How old am I, like 12? Anyways, so yeah, I'm just gonna take a bit of that glitter glue on like a flat brush, just tap it basically all where that pigment was already, and then on that same MAC brush I'm just gonna press that on. I just love glitter, and this is actually, it's a lot chunky glitter than I usually wear, but it's actually really comfortable. So as you can see, like, this is why we kept the powder there, because I'm going to be able to wipe that away. But now I'm just going to highlight my inner corner with the shade Ounce. I'm just going to wipe away all of that glitter underneath my eye. I'm going to go ahead and line my waterline with the Marc Jacobs highliner in the shade Orange Crush, and it is actually a really gorgeous bronzy rose gold colour, so I really like this one. And then to kind of just diffuse that out on my lower lash line, I'm going to take the shade Sourced, which was the original crease colour that we used, just as something like soft underneath. And I'm actually just going to take a little bit more of that OCC glitter and the glitter glue, apply it just like on the innermost part of my lower lash line, and then take a little bit of that glitter and just press that on there as well. Now I'm just going to go ahead and apply mascara and lashes, and for mascara I'm going to take the Maybelline Big Shot Colossal Mascara, and for lashes I'm taking these absolutely gorgeous ones from Velour. They are in the style Wisp It Real Good, and I do have a discount code. I'm pretty sure I have it linked down below if you guys want to get your hands on them. They've completely rebranded themselves and I'm obsessed with these new sort of wispier designs. I'll open it up and show you a bit better, but I'm so excited to put these on. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and just apply mascara to this eye and both of those obviously lashes, and then I'll be back to show you the finished eyes. So these are the eyes with the mascara and the lashes on. I feel like these lashes add the like most perfect kind of like everyday wispy, just the right amount of like drama. The eye makeup underneath is still like easily visible. Oh girl, I'm living for this eye makeup. So now let's go ahead and finish off the face and lips. Okay, so I can finally dust away that powder here. Okay, so some exciting new products for the face. But first for bronzer, I'm going to take the Sun Bunny bronzer from Too Faced and just kind of mix it, the two shades together, and just apply that to where we kind of applied the cream contour, just to kind of define it a bit more and add a little bit more like warmth all over the face and skin. And for blusher and also a little bit of a shimmery bronzer, I'm taking the new Huda Beauty Summer Highlighter Palette, and I'm going to use the shade Copacabana as my blusher, and then use the shade Malibu. It's like a light kind of all overall bronze, because you guys know I love a bronzy like highlighter. So I'm just going to take that on like a big brush. Oh my god, all the glow feels. I love that. And yeah, now taking the shade Copacabana as like my blusher, so everything has like a highlight element, because technically it's just meant to be like a pink highlighter. Oh, I love that. Woo! I just love it when everything starts coming together. Like the end is like in sight, and like everything is just putting it together. But for highlighter, I'm gonna take a cream and then a powder, because I've been loving doing that at the moment. I think it just looks so intense and so gorgeous and bright, and that's the kind of way I get the most pigment out of my highlighter. So I'm gonna take the new ABH Liquid Glow in the shade Peach Fizz. So I thought anything that's kind of like got the peach vibes going on, kind of rose gold, you know? And I like to take a kind of damp beauty blender and then just take it on a sponge like this, and then just dab it on. You could totally use your fingers for this if you want. The warmth of the product will make it super blendable. Oh my god, how stunning is that on my face? That is actually such a gorgeous glow. I can't get over it. And I don't think I will for a very long time. We'll now do the same on the other side. Oh god. God, I'm obsessed. That blended like a dream. So I know people sometimes get a little bit funny about putting creams on top of like your face after you've already like set it all, but ooh, I love it so much. Thank you. And then for the highlighter on top of that, I'm going to take the new OFRA Barley highlighter from their summer collection. Oh my god, this is again a gorgeous rose gold. So I'm just taking my Anastasia Beverly Hills highlighting brush. This is just going to add a little bit more of that like gold element, because that cream highlighter was more of the like cooler toned rose gold peachy kind of colour, whereas this adds a little bit more like yellow back in the mix. Oh my god, I am obsessed with this skin. Look how like dewy I look, but everything is like set in place. I love it. Now, is it going to be a ultimate glam, my fave kind of look if I don't do a nude lip? Probably not. So I am going to do a nude lip, but more of like the peachier side, and using some exciting new products as well. So I'm going to take my favourite lip liner of all time though. This is the MAC lip liner in Oak, and just overline my lips to shit like so. And then I'm going to take the new Huda Beauty Liquid Matte in the shade Bikini Babe, which is like the palest one, but is more of like a peachy paley nude. I am just going to go back in with that OFRA highlighter to highlight my Cupid's bow before applying a gloss, just because I don't want to get like a glossy brush. But then for lip gloss, I'm going to take this gorgeous lip lacquer from Marc Jacobs in the shade French Tickler. And I follow a lot of the Marc Beauty global ambassadors on Instagram. And one of them is actually Selena Gomez's makeup artist. And if you've watched her new like fetish video or that like real close-up of her mouth, he did say that this is what he used on her lips. So I'm going to have a little Selena Gomez moment. Now I'm just going to go ahead and spray my face with Fix Plus, and then that is the finished look. So this was the finished makeup look. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. Definitely make sure to give it a massive thumbs up if you did, and hit that subscribe button if you haven't already, or if you're new and you love these kind of videos, because this is the kind of shit I do all the time. Also, definitely make sure to add me on Snapchat, because my next video I want to do is like a question and answer, and I want to do a Snapchat one where you guys send me in your questions as videos. So definitely make sure to add me on Snapchat for a chance to be in that next. But yes, thank you guys so much for watching, and until next time, I'll see you soon. Bye guys.